France 24's Wassim Cornet is at UCLA. What's the situation there, Wassim?
Oliver, good morning. It is quite tense here at UCLA this evening, but it really depends where you are on campus. The people who were here last night in the encampment that was attacked by that pro-Israeli mob, they are still they spent most of the day erecting new barricades because they were trying to prepare for any sort of possibility throughout the night, because there is a very real possibility to see some kind of police action in the next few hours. We've had police helicopters here circling over campus for several hours now. We have hundreds of officers somewhere on campus, encircling campus rather, in potential preparation for some sort of evacuation of that encampment. But here you can see behind me, I'm down the stairs behind that quad where the encampment is located. And here it's a very joyful atmosphere. There have been calls going on throughout campus, throughout the day, via social media, via texting, saying they needed more manpower. Well, not necessarily manpower, but more people to show support. And these people are not part of the encampment, but they're here to show support to that encampment, basically sending out a message to police officers that they are here to support the people who are up in the encampments in those tents just a few meters above them.
And of course, regarding that attack by counter-protesters yesterday, there has been strong criticism of the Los Angeles Police Department by both the Mayor of Los Angeles and also California Governor Gavin Newsom about that. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, I mean, to remind viewers, it took police almost 3 hours to even show up on campus after that attack on the pro-Palestine camp started, and then it took police another 1 hour to 90 minutes approximately before they started actually clearing that area where there had been clashes. So just completely unexplainable in a country where police forces are known to be very reactive. So yes, we do know that it took a while for UCLA authorities, UCLA police, the Los Angeles Police Department, the California Highway Patrol to decide on what kind of police response they wanted to give. I know that according to the Los Angeles Times, there were conversations that lasted for a couple of hours because the UCLA did not initially want any police to show up in riot gear. They've then finally accepted a larger police presence, and then it took time for CHP, California Highway Patrol, and the LAPD to bring enough manpower and then to decide how they were going to operate. But in the meantime, pro-Palestinian protesters were being injured by the dozens. Many of them were injured by projectiles, by pepper spray. One of them was taken to hospital with a head injury, and this was all being broadcast live on local television. So you can imagine why there is a lot of criticism that this was allowed to unfold for so long.
And the police are surrounding the camp there. There is this order to clear it. The students camped there are saying that they will not be moved. What are their demands?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that question?
The students camped there are saying that they will not be moved. What are their demands?
So their demands, they've been the same that we've seen for the past few weeks across campuses across the United States. They want university campuses to stop economic ties with Israel. They want them to divest. Of course, the divest is the D in the BDS movement, boycott, divest, sanctions, the BDS movement, which has been going on for several years. They want the universities to stop any economic ties, any economic cooperation, because they believe that the money that these universities are investing in Israel is potentially going to the repression of Palestinians and the bombing of Gaza that we've seen now for several months. So another term that they're using is also disclosed, because these protesters are saying that there is a relative opacity when it comes to knowing where the money is going in Israel, whether these are going to legitimate causes, for example, for research programs, or whether they're going, as I've said just a moment ago, for more military reasons. So that is among many of their demands. They also want a total end of U.S. military aid to Israel, and they're saying that they won't move until that happens.
Thank you very much for that, Wasim Corne in Los Angeles.